Hi, Jess. You ready to come back?
Yes, I am. Hi.
How's it going?
Well, I've had better days, but today I'm not just feeling so well. Yesterday and today has been very tough on me. So,
Yeah, I can sense that in your voice. What's going on?
it's just been a very, very rough couple of hours or days, and I've never felt so low, so alone. It's like I'm with people, but I'm alone. Like,
Hmm.
I'm with people, I'm talking to my friends, but I really don't feel as if they really like me that way. And now, um, but you know what? I have a way I'm going to take care of this. I know you've tried to help me in the past, but I have a way, I have a solution to all of this. I have this all figured out. And I really wanted to come here today to tell you because you've been very good to me. You've listened to me. You've helped me out in the past, get out of some mess.
Hmm.
Um, Now I have a way. I have a way of making everybody finally happy. I'm just gonna be at peace with it. So,
What's this way that you keep saying? You keep mentioning this way. What is that?
so you know that Joe break up with me.
Ah, so
That's
that probably
1 year.
doesn't feel
That's
good.
almost 1 year. Like our 1 year anniversary is coming up in 1 month, and he break up with me
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
through text messages. Like he was like my light. Like we did everything
Right.
together, school, and then now this. But you know what? I tried to do this by myself, but it was too painful. Like you see the marks on my hands. Like I
Oh,
tried it.
Jess.
I have a band-aid on it. I tried, but it was just too painful. I just couldn't do it. But now I have a very calm and easy way that I've planned all this, and I'm just gonna go away, and so people won't have to worry about me. I won't have to be a burden anymore. He can go on with all the other girls. I'm just done.
So you're done what? Do you have a plan to do something or?
Oh yes, I do. I do. I do. When I go home tonight, I'm gonna make sure that I go into my dad's cabinet. I'm gonna take, he always has wine in the house. I'll get a bottle of wine, and I'm just gonna take all my medications, and I'm just gonna go to sleep, and this is all gonna go away.
And you think that this is the answer to everything and this is the best solution?
I think so. I think so because you know why? It's gonna make him suffer. He's gonna know that you know what that I can do this. Like he's gonna really know that I can do this. I can follow through with this, and it's gonna be shame on him. Everybody's gonna blame him and not me. I'll be gone. I'll be at peace. You know.
And how is
I'm
this
gonna.
going to affect your family and friends?
Um. hmm, I didn't think about that. You know what? My mom and my dad, my sister, and my dog, they're gonna be really sad. But
Mhm.
other than that, I just think that I have fake friends. They're not gonna care. But like I don't want to leave my dad. I don't want to leave my mom. I'm a daddy's girl. So yeah, that's kind of sad. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, these are other this is a big decision, and I don't think it's a safe one. And um, this is indicating to me that you you're in a crisis situation and we have to get you through that. And you need to learn to build some skills because this response that you're expressing is not a normal response. This is abnormal. People get upset over breakups, but to going to the extent where they just want to take a bottle of pills and never wake up and actually following through with it, that's not your typical response over a breakup. So are you able to recognize that this is a little excessive?
Yeah. Now that you say it, now that you say it like that, I think so. I think so. I think it's a little excessive, but I just don't see myself going on
You
without
feel
him.
lost without him.
Yeah, in the same school. And I'm telling you, Joe, he's gonna be walking back there. Today I didn't go to school because I told my mom I was sick, so I stayed home just because I really wasn't feeling up to par with it. But I
Hmm.
know when I go there tomorrow, he's gonna be laughing around the hallway and doing the same thing that he's doing with all the girls. And they're just gonna laugh at me. I'll just feel so alone. And I have no zeal. I have no worth to really go back,
So
and see.
why do you feel that that you're worthless without him? What does he bring to you that you feel like you can't function or be without him?
Oh, with him, Jill, I was so happy. We went places, we got invited to parties, we went bowling. Like everybody would say hi to me in school. And like he's popular, he plays football. So it's like, and then, just makes me feel like I'm somebody when I'm with
Mhm.
him.
And you can't find this with somebody else?
No, I don't think so. Like, no. I mean, he's my first boyfriend, he's my only boyfriend. And I really don't want to be with anybody else. That's why I really want to just get this over and done with. I don't even see myself being with somebody else. And he
So
broke up with me over that.
do you feel like when you go home that this is an idea that you're going to follow through with?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I have the medications. I have the medications, and um, I'm just gonna do it quietly in my room. I'll just do it quietly in my room. It's not gonna hurt anybody. It will hurt my parents, but I won't have to be bleeding or anything. So it's gonna be so quiet and peaceful. Yeah.
I can I understand that you want to go, or that that the end of life is a desire to be peaceful, but taking it yourself is a whole nother level. And I think that, and you were able to recognize that this is not a normal response. This is a bit excessive. Um, Everybody breaks up all the time. People get divorced, they split, they break up, they get back together, and it's just not your typical response of a breakup to want to end your life. So I think usually, when we talk, it's always confidential, but when safety becomes a part of our discussion and you can't, or you don't feel safe with yourself, or that you're going to harm yourself, we actually need to start telling somebody, and we need to involve other people and get you other resources. Because I can only do so much here. That it sounds like you're in this crisis mode right now, that we need to get you a more aggressive resources to keep you safe.
I trust you. I know you've made some good decisions for me. You've helped me realize how interesting life can be, how positive life can be, and that everybody has a problem.
Hmm.
And my problems are not ideal to me. You've really helped me realize that, and that has helped me in the past build some courage. So, and that's why I keep coming back to you, because every time I get all flustered with all these things with me, you always have a way of helping me make better decisions and realize that I am not alone in this. So I really trust you. And I think that if you're going to recommend to me to go someplace, I should go. I should go. I should go. I have one
Yeah.
question though. How long am I going to stay there?
So we don't know how long. I don't anticipate it being a very long time. It depends on how you respond to what they have planned for your treatment plan. They'll evaluate you. They'll assess if you need medications. If you start to feel better soon, that's great. Some people need longer than others. Um, and then what they will do is, based on how well you do with them, they'll set you up with services outside, outpatient services, which is what I am. So maybe it's, more aggressive, specialized therapy, or maybe it's, they decide to possibly start medications. You would see someone who manages your medications.
Okay.
Um, so I just think it would be good, for, at least for a short term, to get you through this, um, these feelings. It seems like you're on an emotional roller coaster, and you're not feeling too good about yourself.
No, not today. Not today.
No,
Not yesterday.
no.
No.
So these extra resources will help you learn techniques to deal with your have more control of your emotions, and to deal with certain, because you're going to have in the future, you're going to have more situations that are not always positive that you're going to have to deal with. So these skills can help you learn to deal with them,
Okay.
um, in the right manner.
All right. Or if you say so, like I said, I trust you and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I want to feel better. You know me, I'm always happy. And when I'm in a good place, I function very well. So when I come back, will I see you? Like, can I come back to see you?
You can follow up with me when you get out. Yep.
All right. That's
So this is
reassuring.
this is a good environment to be in, because they monitor you all the time, and they ensure that everything around you is safe. When you feel unsafe with yourself or with someone else, they provide that safety for you.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So what we can do is we'll have to notify mom and dad, and then we'll get you signed up with these services to start today.
All
Because
right.
I don't think it's a good idea for you to go home and be
Okay.
alone.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I know my mom is gonna be happy because she didn't like the fact that I had a boyfriend. She fought about against it for a long time, and
Hmm.
she really didn't like him that much. So but as long as I'm safe, I want to go back home to my parents, my mom, my
Yeah.
dad. You
We'll
know.
get you starting to feel better, and then we can focus more on techniques to help you prevent these types of situations in the future.
Okay. Thank you so much. You are always a lifesaver. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, it's still recording.
Okay.
All right, you want to switch?
Yes. Yes. All right. Hi, Jess. How are you today?
Oh, I'm okay, I guess.
You are welcome. How are you feeling? How was your week? What happened? Mm.
My week was good up until my boyfriend broke up with me, and I haven't been able to get out of bed. I'm so depressed.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. How long have you guys been dating?
A whole year.
That seems like a very long time. Did you love him? Like, was he a good boyfriend? Helped you
Yeah,
out?
I thought that we would end up together forever, and now I think he has a different girlfriend, or he's gonna have one soon, and I just can't face him in school and deal with him being with somebody else. That I just want to call it quits.
Joe, I'm really sorry about your breakup with your boyfriend. What really happened? Like, how did this come about? Like, was it coming or is it
I
sudden?
didn't see it coming. It was all of a sudden, and he just said that he wanted to date other girls. And I think I know who the girl is, and I think that they're already dating, but it's just a secret for now. And when, I see them in school, I can't deal with seeing them together because I loved him.
This is very disappointing for you, I can tell.
Yeah, I spent last night trying to feel better and doing this to my arms.
Oh my goodness. Oh, aren't those painful?
Yeah, they bled, and I had to bandage them up.
Jill, you look hurt. You look hurt. So
I
you
thought it
have,
would make me feel better, but it didn't. So I'm just thinking of other ways that I can feel better.
Jill, I'm very sorry about that. That definitely needs some medical attention. What ways are you thinking about feeling better? We need to have that taken care of. Um,
I just want to just go to sleep forever, I think. I think I could just take pills when I go home and just go to sleep, because I sleep all day anyway since he broke up with me.
but now you want to take pills to go to sleep forever? Is that what
Hmm.
you're saying? So are you implying that you planning to commit suicide and hurt yourself?
I think so. I mean, I don't know if I would go through with it, but that's what I want to do.
That's what you want to do. In this very high stressful time, making a decision is only but impulsive. Um, what about your dog? What about, Sandy? What about your dog? You love that dog and you talk about her every time you come to therapy. And, besides, your boyfriend, you talked a lot about, your dog. How would you feel leaving her behind?
I mean, I would feel bad. I love my dog, but maybe my parents would take her.
Have you ever talked to your parents about taking over your property, taking over, your dog when you're not there? Like, have you had this thought of trying to hurt yourself in the past, any suicidal ideation in the past?
I've never felt like this. I've never had these thoughts, but I just can't. The the pain from the breakup is just too much. I can't handle it. I don't want to feel it anymore. And I don't feel it when I'm sleeping, so I just want to sleep forever.
Sleeping forever is really not the solution. But again, in order to further assess you and really determine how, you know, if this is just coming from you, from this breakup, or you have a familiar tendency of suicide in the past in your family. So I'll ask you a couple of questions. Is that okay?
Hmm.
Has anybody in your family ever died of a suicide,
Not that I know of.
attempted suicide?
Not that I can think of.
No. What are your religious beliefs surrounding suicide? What do you think about the fact that life that was not given by you and now you want to take it away? What do you feel about that?
It goes against our religion.
What about your value as a person?
Well, I wouldn't feel anything because I'm all I can focus on is the pain, and I just don't want to feel that pain anymore.
Can you tell me like three reasons why you are alive right now, why you chose to come out and talk to me?
Well, I just remember from meeting with you previously when I brought to you
Okay.
other problems I was having, you were able to prove to me or show me different ways how I could feel better. And I don't want to talk about this with my parents, so I figured I would come here.
Well, Jill, the fact that you're telling me that you want to go back home, you want to take all these medications, and you want to go to sleep forever implies to me that you have been thinking about committing suicide. You have an intent and you have a plan, and you have this all laid out how you want to do it, and you even have a time frame that you want to do it. Disclosing that to me as a therapy. I know in the past we talked about, you know, um, HIPAA, like keeping your information safe and private with me. But we also did talk about exceptions to the rule when I felt as if, or when you tell me that you're going to hurt yourself or hurt other people, that by law I have to intervene and attempt to protect you or protect the individuals that you intend to hurt. In this case, you're making all these plans and you have all these solid grounds of hurting yourself, and with all good intentions, I really wouldn't send you back home, not in this state that you're feeling very impulsive and feeling so, worthless, and you have no zeal to continue living. I really don't feel comfortable sending you home. And you're not able to contract for safety right now with me. So I do recommend that I can call your parents and we can discuss about sending you inpatient. And then
What does inpatient mean?
an inpatient facility is where you're going to receive around the clock therapy. You're going to have a psychiatric on board with you, and you're going to have assistance that going to help you lay down some of these feelings that you're having, either verbally or writing them down. And they're going to help you walk through each and every one of these emotions, this anger, this guilt, this shame that you're feeling, and then give you strategies on how to deal with them and proceed, so that way you can live a more decent, life, knowing that you always have problems. There's always going to be problems. Now you have this breakup. I'm not saying that there will be breakup in the past. However, I'm saying that you might have similar problems as this. And taking your own life is not really a way to go. Um, just helping you. So inpatient will make sure that you're safe, but then anchor you with all these, different strategies to manage such behavior or such critical moment when you feel overtly stressed. And then once you're discharged, you can set up an appointment, or I'll have the center set up an appointment and you meet me. And then we can continue, and I'll continue supporting you through your issues.
Okay, but what happens if I go through with this and I don't feel better and I still feel like sleeping forever?
Jude, Jess, this is a work in progress. This is not something that I can guarantee you that, when you come back, everything will be all nice and rosy and you won't have such feelings again in the future. However, what I'm emphasizing here is that when you go in as an inpatient and before discharge, you contract for safety, you have a hotline, you have backup, somebody that you can call, somebody that you can confine in, somebody that when you really feel in the edge, you can call them and say, hey, this is my situation, and they can come in and meet you and help you deal with the situation. So you're not alone. I want you to know that, even though your feelings are not isolated, you're not alone. There's support system out there to help you live a decent life and function, you know, as a normal person in the society while still dealing with whatever hurt that might come, your way, either now or in future.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a work in progress. We are all work in progress, and if it's gonna make you feel any better, you will meet people who have maybe similar stories like you do, or even worse. And through either group therapy, you have sessions that you have group therapy, you get to listen to other people's um, difficult time and stressors and how they're managing it, how they're dealing with it. And from there, you can also develop strategies on how to help you as an individual. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to feel better. So whatever you think I
That
should
is a
do.
good start. That is a good start. When you say, I want to feel better, that gives me a reassurance that inside you, despite all this pain, despite this hurt, despite this fact that he break up with you and really you feel so low, inside of you, you want to feel better. When you say, I want to feel better, that is something that I really recognize in you, your zeal to continue to struggle through your crisis, through the problems that you're having, and to move forward. So I think you're going to be okay. What do you think?
I just want to feel better. I feel like I'm so tired and I just want to sleep because my mind just always thinks about all these bad things. And when I'm sleeping, I'm not thinking about them.
Yeah. Now, do you sleep all night? Do you get a restful night's sleep when you go? Or are you having some sleep disturbances? Do you wake up at night sometimes?
If I wake up, it's just to because not a specific reason, and I can go right back to sleep and I could sleep for hours. I can sleep all day. I just sleep, sleep, sleep. I don't want to
Well,
go to school. I don't want to do anything.
and those are things that we'll talk about, like how to stay focused, how to set up short-term goals, doing little things that are of interest to you and repeatedly doing them to make you feel better. Right now it doesn't seem like that's something that's feasible. However, once you come out or when you go into inpatient acute treatment center and you get discharged home, when you come home, those are some of the strategies that we're going to keep working on.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much for having the zeal and the intent to live and not to suffer again and not to feel so low about yourself. That is a good start. For a teenager, I have to applaud you on that. That's very good maturity on your point, on your path. So I will call your dad or your mother. Which one is off work today? Which of them are off?
I would just rather you call dad.
Your daddy's girl, aren't you? And those are some of the things that you should be thinking about, how much you're loved by the people who really matters in your life, people who will not judge you and they won't just leave you hanging. Like your parents are there. You speak very highly of your dad. So that's a really good support system, somebody that you can confine in. So I'll go ahead and call him and I'll get this all set up. You will not go home from here, so we'll drive you directly into the treatment center and have you checked in. You should be there depending on how much progress you make as far as your thought process, your feelings, and your actions. You should be out of there in about a week or so, depending on how you progress.
Okay,
All right.
I can do
And,
that. I'll try it.
and I can see you back the very next day after you get discharged just to follow up.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, keep that positive attitude with you despite all this. Keep that thought in the back of your head that keeps saying that I want to feel better. Go into this with an open mind, and I think you're going to do great.
Okay.
All
Thank you
right.
for making me feel better.
Oh, thank you, Jess. So I'll go ahead and call that, okay?
Okay.
And best of luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. I feel like a therapist.